Good morning, evening. Today I'll be teaching about Yukari Net Connector, which is a live subtitle translation program. This will be the dry, informative version. So if you wish to be entertained, or you wish for further details like errors, I recommend you check out my other video. So without further ado, let's begin. First, I recommend you search it up. And the first website you see is the correct one. Currently appears translated because of a plugin I have, which always translates to English. But this is what the original page would look like. So you go here, go to the third tab, click, and then click the second sub-tab. Scan in the original, it would look like this. So you do that, which will lead you to this page here. Now feel free to peruse this information as you will. Support, most important links though that I will go over are support on Discord, a written manual, which has much additional information provided in text form, and these two, which are needed for the app to run. And then immediately you can head over here, pick either 64-bit or 32-bit, depending on your computer. And once you have that downloaded, it will appear like this. I recommend you extract it to its own isolated folder. So put it in here. Otherwise, you can just double click it and it will open up the setup page. So I will do so, open it up, click yes. This window will run, and then you go through the processes here, pick the folder, and the final result should look like this. So, exe is in here, this one, but it will make a shortcut. Looking something like this. So once you click that, it will open it up to the welcome page here. For the sake of convenience and simplicity, I'll just tell you, if you have any of the plugins, Chrome or Edge selected, then you can click one of these three, which will automatically set up for you. Otherwise, head to Recognition, Method, click this only if you have the plugin installed. Otherwise, select from one of these 5 options, in which case I'm using Edge's voice translation program. Click Connection. You don't have to click this if you have one of these selected, and it will open up this. Default is only Japanese, and then you can pick whatever language is your source language. So in my case it'll be English, so I have English selected, click Set, and then now I will run through each of the windows for the sake of simplicity and demonstrate what I recommend for your settings. Now touch this, touch went here, did not touch anything here. Sound translation, I did not find these two to be important factors, though I would highly recommend on your initial setup to select English at the bottom and Japanese at the top. So like this. And then pick which translation you would be using. Did not touch anything here. Left these default. Did not touch anything here. And this window is for the green one up here. So pick what alignment for your file is. So left would appear here, middle here, right would appear there. Name a speaker as you wish. And select whether you would choose native. So this would appear in the green windows of English, or translation, appear in Japanese, or native and translation, which is English on the top, Japanese on the bottom. And background if you wish to import it to another program. So no need to touch anything here, besides perhaps these two, for font, if that is something you're concerned with. If you do click it, it will give you all these options. I may touch upon them in further videos, so I did not alter anything here. Pick one of these options, and I will refer back to this tab in future videos when I explain how to use this to connect to the aforementioned websites. Did not touch anything. Now onto another tab that was altered. Here in the config file, before you close the window, make sure you have this selected and press Save Configuration. The first one will save to this tab. Subsequent one will be 2, 3, and 4. Because if you do not have this selected, then it'll automatically default, of which you would then have to import your saved configuration file. Thing in these tabs here. Now moving on to the configuration, I highly recommend you check out this, see if you should wish to contribute to the developer. Otherwise, move on. I select the GUI to dark mode. So if you do not have it selected, it will appear like this. If you do, it will appear like this. And then this will tell you if you have any errors, of which I have addressed in my other video. And moving on here, all the terms of service and that. As you can see, I did not touch on many of the numerous options available here for the simplicity and efficiency. Naturally, you can adjust these programs as you wish, as shown by here under licensing. If you scroll down, there is an English translation. If you found this informative, do as usual, and thank you for watching. Good morning.